Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry from Mowers and Mowers. Good morning. I had a person reach out to me on OfferUp and said if this was available. I have it listed for 150 bucks. And I said, sure. But a lot of times people are just like fishing, you know, seeing whether it's available, but they're not really sure whether or not they want to buy it or not, you know. But just for the heck of it, it did remind me that it was in there, and that I remember it being in very good condition, you know. All I had to do was put a handle on this thing, you know what I mean? And it's a very unique snowblower in a way that when I saw them previously online, I didn't think anything of it because I thought it was just a cheap snowblower, right? Because it's not even self-propelled. It has no drive gears in it, no friction disc at all. But it does have a dual stage impeller. But what's unusual about it is that even though it's a two-stage machine, they're not paddles. It is an impeller, right? A small impeller. And the auger corkscrew actually has rubber pads on it. And the rubber pads, what happens is it's like a power propel. Once you engage the auger, it spins forward like this, clockwise, right? And it sort of assists you by pulling you forward, you know? And at the same time, it draws the snow from the sides into the center, brings it inside to the middle where the impeller shoots it out. But you gotta push it, you know what I mean? But I think that if there's snow, it sort of helps you a little bit in moving forward. So I thought I would get this going because I'd like to test it for the first time. I've never tested it before in snow. And being that we're supposed to get some snow in the next 3 days or so, I figure I'd take it out and give it a try. But I want to bring it to the garage and see if it starts up first. And if it doesn't, fix it. So here's the machine in front of my garage. As you can see in the front here, there are no snowshoes in the front, but rather like these protruding gliders. Feels like plastic though. It's in very good shape. There's no rust anywhere. This obviously used to have the turning handle to rotate, but when I got this for free, by the way, a while back, and I just put a handle on here so that you can turn it, you know. This thing is always missing on used snowblowers. This one's intact. It has a good 5 horsepower Tecumseh Snow King engine on it. Has electric start too, and from what I remember, it did work. It has like these mag plastic wheels on it, similar to the, you know, high wheel rear lawnmower wheels that you see, but this is much bigger. And it does have ball bearings in it too. It's kind of an interesting story about how I got it, because you guys could definitely relate to this story. Just bear with me. Guy had it listed. It was probably, he had like 15 machines in his backyard that he was giving away for free. Larry and Bobby came with me. We took 2 cars over there to try to get as much stuff as possible. It was a big motherload pick that I had. You guys might remember. It had a track drive. I sold that locally for $75. It was in rough shape, whatever. But this was one of it, and I did fix it up, like I said, with this handle and stuff. That was all that was wrong with it. The engine was practically, it ran great, like brand new, you know what I mean? You know, I'm just checking the oil here. And when we were there, we were asking the guy, like, I mean, you could tell the guy was kind of like us. Loved his small engine machines, you know what I mean? And we said, hey, why are you giving all this stuff away, you know what I mean? And he was like, to be honest with you, the wife had it up to here with me in the machines. So she said, either those machines go or I go. Now, I don't know what you look like. If you're gonna give up your machines for your wife, just saying, you know. Needs about, it's at the ad line, so it needs like a little half a quart or something of 5W30 for the winter. but it's good enough to test. I'll top it off. It doesn't look too bad. I don't remember my winterizing this when I parked it 2 years ago. Most of the stuff in my shed is 2 years old, meaning that it's been in there for 2 years without touching it because we haven't had any significant snow to use a snowblower in the past 2 years, you know? So there's definitely no gas in here, right? I'll put some gas in here and get the electric start out and see if that works first and see if this baby can start up, you know? And I'll show you guys how it works. You have it on choke, high throttle. I just put some gas in it. I got my electric outlet plugged into the electric start. We're gonna try it that way first. I don't really feel any gas going inside of it. Maybe. Just feel like it's air. Let's try it anyway. You ready? Starts up just fine, but the auger's not moving. I'm pushing it down, the cable is pulling it, but I think something seized down there. I'm gonna stick my hand in here. You know what? I'm gonna take the spark plug boot off. I'm gonna stick my hand in there and see if I can manually push the impeller to move. It moves freely, easily. Well, looks like I might have to take the cover off, the belt cover off, just to see why the belt isn't engaging, you know, the pulleys. 3/8 bolt to remove the bolt on each side. Need an extension so that you can go in between the spokes of the mag wheels.
Henry, why don't you use your magnetic ashtray?
Because I gotta go and get it. Alright, well there we go. There's nothing to this. I'm gonna take you off the tripod so you guys can see it. It's very unique. So, as you can see, it is one crankshaft pulley that comes out, drives just one belt over one pulley, and that pulley would be the auger pulley, right? It doesn't have a drive at all. You push it. It's a push. I'm going to stick you right here with my magnetic stand here, and I'm going to engage the handle and see if this thing moves that way. And as you can see, it doesn't, which means that there was no way for this belt to be tightened with tension. See, as you can see, it does move with your hands, but it doesn't move it from the cable. So something is seized down there, obviously. It's this right here. This cable right there. When you engage this, when you pull this handle down, tension goes upwards. pulls this wire in that way, pulls this arm to tighten the tension on this belt to turn the pulley, which turns the auger. So this is seized, either right there or from the other side underneath, I think. I'm gonna take some channel locks and grab a hold of this, pull it, and see if it moves. Actually, scratch that idea, because this wire is already stretched to its limit, see, and I don't want to have to pull it again. What I need to do is get on the other end of this where you can see the metal wire and pull it from there, because that's where it'll allow slack, you know. So unfortunately that wire looks like it leads all the way to the bottom, so I'm going to put it on its service position. Now that we have it on its service position, you see there's this fuel just pouring out. I'll go get something. See, it's too bad I don't have a fuel shutoff, but I just want to take a quick glance. Okay, gotcha. Comes over here, and the opening is over here. So this is the part that's frozen. Right there. See how rusty that is? I'm gonna have to disengage this and try to pull this out a little bit. As you can see, there's a buildup of rust in there, and that's what's causing the cable to not be able to move. I'm gonna spray some penetrating oil from my friends over at Lucas Oil Products. I don't know how the water got in there. It's got a boot, you know. So let that percolate for a little bit. I'm gonna grab some channel locks and pull this cable slowly to see if I can slowly budge it out. That's right. I slightly pulled it and it just broke. As you can see, it's been rusted to just threads, and a little bit of pressure just broke it. So I'm screwed now, because while this thing is pretty strong, you know, I just need the cable for this, and I'm pretty sure I don't have this cable, you know. So I'm gonna put it on its side again and clamp off the fuel, put it on its face again, and try to remove that cable and see if I have something similar or something that would work. Just gonna loosen this nut that holds this end of it. Put it back down on its regular position to try to get the other side off. Of course, this is, of course, rusted. Anyway, let me get this off. I'll take the other one off and then see what... So I've been experimenting with a bunch of cables, see? I basically just took a good cable from a lawnmower thing and I stuffed it in the original one with the coupling from the other one. So I got it on here. Problem is, I need to kind of create a loop on this end because I cut it to slip it through. So I need to make a loop of some kind. I suppose I could just tie a knot and, you know, do it like this and then take some wire and wrap it around like that. Or I could weld it. But I think I'd be able to make a loop. But I want to install this first to see how much is left over that I need to make. So I'm gonna fish this end first from the bottom. Like this. Attach this Z-bend through this hole. Oh, it better fit. Watch, I bet you it's too thick. I want to put it on the outer because the inner would be too close to the arm. I can't see from here. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, it's kind of thick, won't fit. That's what she said. And I don't want to break it either. If it's not one thing, it's another, isn't it? This thing is too wide. And it's not in an area where I can drill a hole, you know what I mean? So I might have to grind this part down a little bit. Got the thing in the vise. I'm just gonna slowly kind of grind this down just a little bit so it'll make that turn, you know? Okay, I filed it down a little bit. Let's see if it'll fit in the hole. There we go. Sons of guns. It took forever to do. Jeez. Please. That was terrible. Alright, so that part is in. After I somewhat drill the hole a little bigger on a slant. And this just pops in like that. Like a lawnmower cable, you know. Pull this tight, and I'm pulling it from the other end now, and there we go. See, moves the lever, and then this part goes like that. And this bolt goes through here. Now if I pull, it does. Well, all right. It took me forever, but I finally got that part connected. And now, when you engage it, it moves the tension arm, which tightens the tension on the belt, turns the auger, theoretically. Let's give her a start and see what happens. Should I choke it again? Has it been that long? Oh. I didn't put the spark plug boot back on. Here we go. I don't think we need choke. See how it propels forward? Surge anymore because I just adjusted it. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. That was the first time I actually tried it like that. You know, when it snows this Wednesday, if it does, I might try this first, just to see. Because honestly, I've never seen this in action. Not to mention the fact that I don't think there's been any videos about this. Right? Have you guys seen any videos about this? Well, actually, I haven't looked, so maybe there is. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. Be interesting. How many of you guys have seen this before? I mean, I see these all the time online, you know, locally, for sale. Nobody ever gave it any thought because of these ridiculous wheels, you know? Why would you buy a dual-stage snowblower that doesn't move by itself? It's not self-propelled. As you saw, it actually propels you pretty well. There we go. Now let's add some Earl. It needs about 5 ounces or so. So I'm gonna put some SAE 5W30 from my friends over at Lucas Oil Products. You use 5W30 for temperatures below 32 degrees, which it probably will be when it snows. Now here's the Earl, okay? As you can see, you may think that this dark spot is the oil, but no, it's just basically discoloration from bad oil staying there for such a long time. But as you can see, there's the full line, and there's the add line. may only have exactly 10 ounces in there. It's not a lot in there. But anyway, with the Tecumsehs, I always believe that you have to turn it all the way in because it's screwed. Okay, so there you go. It's there. It's at the below the okay line. So let me fill it up to the full line. My neighbor down the block, she's a lady, used to be a detective for Miami-Dade Police Department. She's retired now. She lives on the corner. She used to also be a flight attendant, so her and I have a lot in common. A lot in common. So she just drove up and said, "Hey, how you doing?" I says, "Hi, how you doing?" And she goes, "What's new?" I says, "Well, everybody's trying to get their snowblowers ready." Like Darren across the street, he has a Toro Power Max, I believe. Really nice snowblower. He can't get it started. I can hear the electric start going. He can't get it started at all. So I know he probably didn't clean his carburetor or drain his carburetor last year before he started, so it's probably all gummed up. There we go. A tad bit over the full line, but it has to settle still. Well, actually, if it settles still, it's going to be more. So I needed less than 10 ounces. Guess it doesn't take that much. It'll be fine. That's it. I'm not putting any more in. That's good. So it looks like we got the snowblower ready to go for the snow. So there you go. Let's give her a rip again and see what happens. Honestly, it's pretty cool. I kind of like it. It's in great shape too. It's dirty, but you know, it's in great shape. There's no rust anywhere. Everything's like new, really, honestly, except for this, you know. But you know, I wasn't gonna go and get that thing to do that, you know. I don't know, 150 bucks. It's pretty cheap for this, isn't it? Well, hopefully we'll get some snow on Wednesday, and I'll try it out. You know, I'll be sure to do videos on this one, the 522 that I just fixed, and also my big red 928. So that's today's video. Getting this started for the first time in 2 years. Wasn't any problems with the engine, maybe a little adjustment on the screw here for the surging. And after it runs for a minute or so, just leans out perfectly, you know. Runs really well. Idles really well too. Good power, good throttle. Electric start does work. And our issue today was a rusted auger engagement cable, which I didn't have, which I fabricated from a lawnmower cable and made it work. And that's about what I do, you know, best, I guess, is I don't do things the conventional way, you know, by the book, the Briggs & Stratton or the Kohler manuals, you know. I'm not a small engine repair shop, so I don't have to follow those rules. I'm what you call a backyard jigger, right? You make it work with what you got, you know? And I made it work with what I had. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Hey guys, Boba and I want to thank you for all the support of Mowers and Blowers. If you'd like, make a short video clip like these, and I'll put it as an outro in my future videos.
Hey Henry, see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
Hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to give me a like. Also, comment below. Subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free, right? Also, hit that little bell. That way you'll get post notifications whenever there's a new video, and you won't miss out on any of them. Remember to follow my Instagram and Facebook, as well as if you'd like to donate $1 or $2, paypal.me/mowersandblowers. Really appreciate all the support. Also, to keep the videos coming every day, support the channel. Bye.